look at is that today we're going to learn about surface tension. We're going to divide this topic in several videos. In one, we're going to define the technical terms. The other one, we're going to do some experiments with surface tension. And the last one, we're going to play with bubbles. And then, as always, ask you what is that you can do with the knowledge that we're giving you. We can start by working with the water molecule. The water molecule, as you know, is H2O. That means you have two hydrogen atoms, one oxygen atom. A molecule is basically atoms holding hands together, linked together by bonds. And those bonds, the bonds that link together one molecule, are called intra-bonds. The intramolecular bonding is a very strong bond. In the case of water, that would be a covalent bond. That means the hydrogen is sharing the electron with the oxygen. The oxygen is not taking everything away. They're sharing the electrons. Just like in this diagram. We have hydrogen, and we have the oxygen. The hydrogen has one electron that shares it with the oxygen, and this hydrogen has another electron that shares it with the oxygen. In this particular molecule, as you can see, the oxygen has more electrons, and these electrons remain on one side of the oxygen. The hydrogen shares the electron with the oxygen. So in this area, the hydrogen has no more electrons. This molecule becomes polar. Polarity means an unequal distribution of charges. That means one side becomes slightly positive and the other one slightly negative. In this case, the oxygen is quite greedy for electrons. So the side that has the oxygen is slightly negative and this side is slightly positive. There are some other molecules that have equal distribution. For example, the methane. That one will have the carbon with 4 hydrogens sharing an electron with each one of the carbon atoms. This one is a non-polar molecule. It has equal distribution of charges. Let's come back to the water molecule and why polarity is very important. What about intermolecular bonding? That one occurs with attractions in between the molecules. So you have one water molecule, another water molecule, and the attraction that occurs in between those two water molecules is the intermolecular bonding. It's not a very strong bond as it happens with the one that makes up the molecule. But there is an attraction, and usually it's an electrostatic attraction. In the case of water, that would be a hydrogen bond. In a cup of water, you have millions of water molecules, and those water molecules interact with each other by intermolecular bonds, hydrogen bonds. In magnets, for example, if you have a positive and a negative, it will attract. If you have two positives, they will repel, right? Well, somehow this is similar. For example, we have a cup of water, and now we have the oxygen atom there. Now that we have all of these other molecules, you can see how the hydrogen is going to feel attracted to the oxygen, the positive to the negative. This would be a hydrogen bond. Now we have here the other hydrogen feeling attracted to the negative oxygen of the other molecule. And in here we have the same. The hydrogens are attracted to the negative oxygen. Excellent. Now we learn the makeup of a water molecule. We have covalent bonds. In the main molecule, two hydrogen atoms are bonded to the oxygen by covalent bonds, intramolecular bonds. The interaction that occurs with the other water molecules is by intermolecular bonds, and in this case, hydrogen bonds. And it happens because the unequal distribution of charges, which is the polarity. That means that this area is slightly positive and this area is slightly negative. Why is that useful? Let's explain it with an example that you're probably familiar with. Have you seen the video of how many droplets of water you can put in a penny? Let's imagine this is a penny and this is the water. It forms a dome. Why does it form a dome? The water molecules that are in the middle, they can interact with the other molecules. They don't have any restriction and they can move freely with the other ones. The ones that are in the surface, they have to be attracted to the ones that are in the bottom. The ones that are in the surface, they tend to be attracted to the other molecules. They don't want to go and interact with the air. They want to interact with the same water molecules. they form like a film. The water molecules in the middle, they can have interaction in all directions. The water molecules in the surface, they hold hands together very strongly not to let anything come through, and they form a very strong film. And this is what's called surface tension. It's a very strong force that keeps those molecules together, and they don't let anything come through, but they also don't want to let go. And that's why they start forming this dome before they flow apart. Check it. I keep adding water to the cup. It's already above its surface, but it doesn't want to let go. We will do the experiment in the next video. Bye!